Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I want to go through with you my fourth year recap videos that Plarium allowed us to generate, and also checking my account and telling you my raid story across the past. Well, 4 years for me, it's going to be three, as you will see. So let's start the video and then I'll stop it and we'll talk about certain parts of the account, when I did what, and all of that, what I think I could have done better, and all of that. So I hope you can see it well. Okay, yeah. So out of the gate, okay. First campaign battle, which is probably the first thing any of us will do for the tutorial, was in April 13th, 2020. This is a very strange coincidence because I started the channel, I think, around exactly the same time, April 10th, April 13th of last year. So I've started my YouTube channel exactly 2 years after I started playing Raid. And if you see the time there, that was COVID lockdown. All of us were looking for something to do. Maybe that has something to do of how big Raid grew, because it's a great game and a lot of people wanted to play it at this time. So this is when I started, April 13, 2020, almost 3 years ago today. First dungeon beaten, well, first dungeon run, I would say, April 18th. So it took me like 5 days to figure out that I need to follow the missions and beat my first dragon layer. If you checked my early tips video, if you didn't, go ahead and check it. If you're early game, you probably should hit dragon or dungeons, at least those first couple of levels in your first day, to try and get that speed gear from the novice tournament. Obviously, I didn't do that. Back then, the game was a different game, and we didn't have that many videos and tutorials and all of that stuff that you guys now have. So, yeah, you're lucky, but I was casually playing and everything. Aethel was my starter, and I claimed Arbiter on November. So that's November to April, that's 4 to 11, 5 months. So 5 months in, I claimed my Arbiter, and what I remember is that I claimed Arbiter and got Cell within a few days of each other. So I would say that this is fast progress, because with the free-to-play series that the content creators are releasing this year, since the beginning of the year, I guess, we're seeing some crazy progress, which can be discouraging for some casual players. So we'll see people claiming Arbiter within 30 days, within 60 days. I would say that the 6 months mark is a good mark if you're progressing into the game and enjoying it casually. If you get Arbiter around 6 months in, with the proper luck and champs and using the resources wisely and everything, I would say that this is a good point. If you got her earlier than this, you're doing great. You're advancing fast. If you got her later, don't worry about it. It's a game. You're playing it casually. But I would say that 6 months is the point where, yeah, the average point, if you're playing the game seriously, where you'll get your arbiter. Okay, so that's what I was telling you about. It's so funny. In my first sacreds 2x, I think I had like 7 sacreds, and out of these I got Lord Chazar and Dracomorph. Dracomorph was and still is one of the best and strongest for clan boss. So my clan boss team was sorted early on. And from the first voice 2x, I got Hiji and Torment, making it too easy. So this is the total number of epic champs, Legos, and everything that I summoned. So this data is, of course, from last year, and why you're seeing that comp here, these four. Baron I use in my arena team extensively. He's my main arena nuker, and I use him also in some comps in Doom Tower Hard, beating some bosses, soloing some stuff. The combo of Duchess, Seer, and Lydia is used in my Doom Tower Hard, like a fast climbing team with Chimer and Renegade till I get a second Chimer. So that's why. Of course, so you see, this is from 90 days. Of course, since I got a Crazy, I'm using her everywhere. She's that powerful. She can change an in-game account. Okay, so for 3 years of playing, you'll see that this is probably, they didn't update this from last year, but 20k dungeon runs. If we talk in-game player trying to get the best gear for arena or any like that advanced level, we're talking about Doom Tower Hard, we're talking about Hydra, Nightmare. I haven't gone there yet. I'm barely beating Brutal, so that's not much. That's why in a few videos of before I was saying that if you're stuck in game, stop everything you're doing and start farming dungeons. Early to mid game, you'll focus on dragon. You need that life steal. You need that speed gear. Spend a few weeks just farming dragon. So 20k in 3 years is not much. You see, Fire Knight Castle. Fire Knight is one of the tougher dungeons. So when you get to beat it in a decent time, you need to start farming Fire Knight instead of dragon for regen and savage gear mainly. Shield is great. Yeah, crit damage, I think it drops there, is also good. You can use it as a two-piece set to complement your savage. But I need to do a lot more Fire Knight farming for my level of account. Of course, Ice Golem is the least favorite. It's the only good thing moving from mid game to end games that you can get from Ice Golem is reflex gear, and the boss mechanic itself make it one of the slower ones that you can beat. So you're spending a lot of time there and getting little value. Minotaur, I used to farm masteries much more than I'm doing now because I've got gems piling from everywhere, events and stuff. So sometimes I'm lazy unless we're between fusions to farm masteries. You should do that. That will save you at in average around 150 gems from just buying the masteries. On my early Acresia account, I'm definitely farming all of my masteries. I'm not buying any except for those first two or three. Need to do a lot more spider farming as well, only 10k there. So this is the amount of gear. For an in-game account, let's say I'm not lazy, but I'm not farming them hard enough. I'm only doing it on my phone. I don't leave my PC running overnight or anything. So don't get discouraged from these numbers, even from the crazier number you see from content creators and in-game players. Just make sure that you're farming gear enough. You need good gear to beat the game more than you need champs. Okay, last year, 8k. Good win rate, I'd say. And of course, I finished in plat a couple of times. And just to clarify, because yes, I have good gear, I have good comps, and I have crazy champs, but I'm not focusing on arena. Plat reset is like 2, 3 a.m. my time in the US. So even the couple of times that I finished there, I barely managed to finish. I think my first finish and my best one was like around 250. So dead medal in the 500 plat, not top 100 or anything. Okay, and of course, I'm farming Demon Lord since early on. I've got my, so I progressed, and I please check my Clan Balls videos. I had my traditional team, my budget unkillable, my two-man eater, and then finally I have my Demetha comp. Hydra is not accurate, I think, because I've already beaten like Brutal Hydra. I one-keyed Brutal Hydra, so this is probably not accurate, but I got Mithrala, and yeah, I'm doing it on and off. It's one of my least favorite areas of the game. And that's it. Okay. So that was my 4 year recap with Reed, with Raid. 3 years ago, I started playing. I'm still playing. I started creating videos 1 year ago, almost 1 year ago, exactly at the 2 year mark of playing. I didn't know that till I've seen that video. Now, because we're here, let's open these. Yeah, maybe in another video, I'll tell you my clan story. 3-star Siler. Do we have? Oh, we actually have 14, so let's just summon 10. Why makes the video longer than it should be? Oh, okay. So Eligias is useful. Actually, Eligias helped me beating undead faction wars back in the day. but a 5-star Dark Ale, that's really good. I've already built my Dark Ale, so yeah, I'll figure out what the best blessing for him is. But 5-star Dark Ale is really good. It's almost a Lego pool, a good Lego pool, because there are a few bad ones. And I'm getting the soul stones just from farming iron twins with the daily 6 keys and some stuff. Oh, almost thought it's a gold heart. So yeah, no, I'm not chasing them crazily. I already have. I think I already have. Yeah, I already have a 1-star blessing on my necrit, so nothing new there. Do I now? Yeah, otherwise he would have shown. Yeah, I have actually 2 stars. So yeah, that's to be sold for currency. Thank you for tuning in today. I just wanted to show you my 4-year recap with Raid. Maybe next year, when we are in the official program, uh, they'll involve me in Back to the Roots or whatever program they're running there. Keep playing Raid and see you next time.